Hello, and welcome to another episode of The Rhino and the Dude.
I'm the Rhino.
I'm the Dude, and today we're joined by the dirtiest dancer, Mr. Swayze.
Dirtiest of them all. I would like to say thanks for having me, boys. I believe Swayze is one of the best names ever.
Yeah.
I think the dude works.
Yeah.
But the fucking Rhino, though. When I think of Rhino, I think of going to the gas station saying, hey, can I get 25 on pump 1? And then looking over there and there's like 5 Rhino dick pills. So now, you guys ever seen a gas station dick pills? Like they're called Rhinos. So now when I was watching your guys' earlier podcast, I'm like, damn, he's named after a fucking gas station dick pills. Like, what the fuck? And I've tried them, boys, and I've tried them. I've tried, like, I tried 2 in one night.
John Jones?
John Jones.
John Jones. You got some cocaine and white women?
Rip Munch. Rip Munch.
I mean,
But that's the John Jones special.
I mean, but now they're getting technical with these sex pills, bro. They got these they're called honeys. Mm-hmm. So they're like packages of ketchup, but they're like full of this honey shit.
Like the Gatorade, like Pop-Ums?
Yeah, pretty much.
And that's
It's like
what
a ketchup packet, and you just stick it in your mouth and pull the
just-
stuff out of it.
And pull all the stuff out of it.
and that's what people are taking to get a boner?
It's just another way to take a pill, I guess.
Yeah,
right?
it's kind of like
You can't swallow pills?
It's kind of like
It's liquid.
no, it's like thick honey.
Gel.
Yeah, it's like gel.
like a ketchup gel sauce type of...
And I'll tell you what, I'm not.
And this is just for like people that are like in that, or they're doing it for.
It's other things. Like Gatorade had like one, I think.
Oh, okay.
There's some medicines. My mom can't swallow pills very well.
Okay.
I think she's gotten one like that before.
Yeah, it's kind of
Don't
like.
quote me on that, though. I'm not sure.
I'll tell you what.
She's gonna be watching this.
Dude, she does. She watches every episode.
She watches every episode. She's like, Eric, don't put my business out there like that.
No, she watches every episode and then tells my sister to tell me.
To stop swearing.
Yes.
But I don't think I've sworn at all.
Yeah, I dropped a hard F-bomb in the one episode.
Listen, hey, if you're watching this, like earmuffs, because I'm going to be dropping a lot of F-bombs, shit bombs. It's nothing personal. It's just how I talk.
It's all good.
So let's talk how we all first met.
Yeah.
My cousin Josh, shout out to Josh Small. He calls me up one night. He's like, hey man, I'm thinking about starting doing this MMA thing, and I'm like, oh shit, all right, what's up? And I look in the mirror, I'm like, I'm fat. I smoke a lot of cigarettes. I'm gonna get my ass whooped. But I said, all right, yeah, I'm gonna sign up with you. I said, where you signing up? He said this little gym, in what was it? It was in Aberdeen, I do believe, kind of like Bell Camp, kind of.
I think it's like right on the line.
Yeah, right on the line, and I went in there, and I'll tell you what, you will get humbled quick. I don't care. I don't care if you're a bodybuilder in a gym. You go into a MMA gym, you're gonna get humbled quick. My first role was with Eddie the Dude, and he put it the fuck on me, and I probably outweighed him by at least $120. He put it the fuck on me. I think when I first met you, you were a blue belt. Mm-hmm. I think you were a blue belt. But other than that, like, I left that gym and I went to 302. But MMA has always been in my blood. It's very addicting. It's like those rhinos that you take. You just get addicted to them, you know. And I've been blessed. I've been really blessed because my cousin Earl Small is just excellent and great at what he does. And he's brought me around a lot of professional fighters, professional UFC fighters. So it gets in your blood. It gets in your blood, and you never want to get rid of it. If you want to drop the weight, go to Planet Fitness. But if you want to become a bad motherfucker, you better join MMA.
True. True.
Sorry?
Yeah.
So what are we talking about today, boys? Because I would like to first start off with fucking COVID. Let me tell everybody about
running
COVID.
the show. Go ahead.
Let me tell you all about COVID.
All right.
Now. All right. So, for example, if you put on a mask, right, and you put on a mask,
Yeah.
right, You guys are good. But I don't have a mask on, right?
Yeah.
Do you know a mask works both ways? So if you got your shit covered up, right? So your shit's covered up, you can't breathe in what I'm breathing, and I can't breathe in what you're breathing because of mask. Why the fuck do we all need to wear masks?
You have an argument.
Okay. Not only that. When this shit was going down, they were like, we gotta shut the country down for 2 weeks. No, you can't. You will fuck the economy up.
Yeah.
It's like an ecosystem. You can't fucking bring in a kangaroo into fucking America. It's gonna fuck the ecosystem up. So if you shut
Dropping people.
yeah, like
With that chest.
yeah, and then you're gonna have to call me out of fucking retirement. You know what I'm saying? So like I walk into a restaurant, sir, you gotta have your mask on. Well, how am I gonna eat with a mask on? Well, you can take it off once you sit down. So you're telling me that I have to wear a mask from your front door until I sit, right? And then I could take it off. And I'm sitting next to fucking Joe Blow over here, who's fucking eating with his fucking 6 grandchildren. Like, wait a second. So, what was the meaning behind me fucking putting a mask on to sit down? I don't get it. I don't understand it. And what fucking grinds my gears? What fucking grinds my is the one dude that's driving on 95 like this with a mask on.
The people who drive with masks on in their car. That's what
Have you heard
I'll
the
give
song?
For sure.
There's a song that someone wears like, I wear my mask when I drive.
The people who wear the mask while they're driving, though, I'm like, if you're not like driving an Uber, like,
Yeah.
or a taxi, like it doesn't make sense.
Oh, you know our favorite, my cousin and me, we've had fun in Ocean City. We've put our mask on, driven down the road, and just like yelled out the window at people like, "Put on your mask! You're killing people!" You know, it's great as long as you're driving, because if not, they're gonna, chase you down. But just,
I'd have been like, "Fuck that guy."
and that's the reaction that we're looking for.
No, but going back to Earl meeting us at the gym, I have a great story about Earl meeting us at the gym that Earl probably would
when he
never
drug
hear.
you?
No.
That I wouldn't remember.
No, you weren't even involved in this.
Oh shit.
So Earl was on that TV show,
Yes.
and my mom was addicted to that TV show. Like my mom loves TLC, loves all those reality shows,
Hi, Mom.
and she.
So she's gonna be like,
No.
"Oh my god, you better get an autograph."
No, wait.
Are you gonna get an autograph?
I'll take a picture and send it to her.
Yes.
So my mom is. I'm in the basement, like doing my schoolwork. My mom screams. She's like, "Erik, my big fat gypsy wedding is in Aberdeen." I'm like, and I walk upstairs. I'm like, "No way!" And I'm like, "Yo, that's Swayze." And she goes, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "He goes to the gym with us." And she was like, "No way." I'm like, "Yeah." She goes, "Yo, his mom's about to kill this girl." My mom was hooked to all those shows, like all the TLC, like Little People, Big World, Dance Moms, like all those shows. She fiended for them.
It's funny how it all started. So like my grandmother and grandfather are first blood cousins. My grandmother is Stanley. My grandfather was a small. So my other cousins had a show called Gypsy Sisters, and that was like Nellie Stanley and Nettie Stanley with Dallas and shit like that. So I get a message on Facebook, and it was like, "Hey, we heard a lot about you. We want to come meet you. Where are you going to be?" I said, "Listen, have me a case of beer, PBR."
Not Jim?
No, not Jim Beam, because then I'd have never made it to TV. I'd have probably been in jail or in fucking some canal
Just
somewhere.
on the edge of like 40, just laying
Yeah,
there.
just laying there. And I was like, "Look, I'm gonna be in Aberdeen tomorrow at my cousin Josh's house." I said, "If you want, come meet me there." They met me, fell in love. They had to send the tape over. I think like the headquarters were in like England or whatever, or the UK, or fucking, if UK and England are together, my bad, people. If it's one of the same,
They just send it somewhere.
they had to send it to somebody over there, and they were like, "Yeah, we got to get this guy on the show." And I mean, if you know me, then you know I've only like dated women of color at that time. So white women, you're still safe. If you can hit me up.
It ain't safe. It ain't
Nail
safe.
Nail or Small on Facebook. So anyway, so we got hooked up with this white girl named Brittany or whatever.
So wait a minute. This was all like set up.
It was all. I mean, I could have married her if I wanted. I could have married her, but no, I was there. Listen, I was there for the money and the beer. I'm not even going to lie. There's no money like TV money. Whatever you wanted, they were getting.
So what does TV money look like? Because I've heard good and bad.
Yeah,
things.
It's. Hey, I'm out of beer. Okay. So they'd send Canada over there. They would send Canada over there to go get me a case of beer.
Candace Sam.
And I wasn't going to do the TV show. I didn't like the people that were interviewing us, and I really didn't get along with them. So I was like, man, fuck this shit. I'm done. And then they were like, okay. They emailed me. They were like, all right, we're going to send one more person out to meet you. See if you like this guy. And in my family and like our culture and our traditions and shit, if you come in and eat with us and hang out with us and you gain our love, like that's a big thing. So we met this guy named Tom. We call him Tom the Bomb, and he was just fucking awesome. And from then I was just like, all right, tell me what to do. And they were like, he was cool, but the other girl that was with him wasn't. She gave me like a list, and I had to fucking read. And I was like, listen, if you want me to be on the show, then I'm not fucking saying what you want me to say. I'm a gypsy.
I want to say.
Yeah, I say whatever. So everything, the 232 pounds of muscle, steel, and sex appeal, what you see is what you get, and what you don't see is better yet. Like, all those one-liners was just me, like, talking.
With a little bit of help from CLP, but you know, I took some inspiration in my day too. You gotta borrow.
Yeah.
Good, what is it? Great artist copy, good artist steal. You know?
And I'm always
or great artist
create, good artist steal, right?
No, whatever it is the great one steal.
Great one steal. Oh, my bad.
And I was like, nah, I don't want to deal. So they brought this other chick out, and we called her Spiderweb. Because everybody get a nickname, because I'm horrible with fucking names. So, and they were just the best too. I mean, I got videos and pictures from my early days, and I enjoyed doing it. My mom went fucking berserk, because she really thought I was getting married. Now, I'm already in a relationship with somebody at this time, and she's pregnant. So when this shit aired, so my mom is going ballistic. She hit me with a fucking cane. I tackled her on national TV.
So were the tears real?
Mine?
Yes.
No.
That was fake?
Did they spray you with water?
No. I mean, they were mine, but I had to pull my inner Patrick Swayze.
So that was fake.
You had to dirty dance your way to those tears.
So so you guys they had like the ceremony at Mountain Branch, right?
Yeah, it was like somewhere around here.
Mountain Road, right? It looked like right over there on Mountain Road.
It's somewhere. I'm telling you, it's probably in a 5-mile radius of this place.
Yeah. Okay. So when she flipped out and you guys had that little scuffle or whatever, you were like crying, like, "Oh, she ruined my wedding" or whatever. Yeah, and I'm like, later on, I'm like, I know that wasn't real. So to this day, I wanted to ask you, those tears were fake.
Yes. Okay. So here's the thing.
The exclusive.
Here's the thing. If you know me, then you know I'm a diehard Dallas Cowboy fan.
Yeah.
Bigger than Tim the Tap Man if you're watching. But shout out to the doc. I had a Cowboys versus Redskins game. It was a Sunday night game. I just needed to get this shit done. Hurry up. Can we get this shit done? Boom, 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 boom. I was fucking hammered. I was hammered. I was drunk the whole day. I was just, as soon as I woke up, I just had beer. But yeah, I had to get my inner Patrick Swayze going to get that off. But it made for great television.
Oh, it did.
And I tell you what, to this day, like you can find me on YouTube and shit, and there's 11 million, 20 million, and people, the comments are just overwhelming. Like, oh, I wish Swayze was my husband. No, I just tackled my mom. Like, what are you talking? I just jail P son in her. All right, I had a fucking like high crotch power double, you know. So, but it was a great time. Would I do it all over again? Fuck yeah. Like, why not? I mean, you live once, man. You live once. Go ahead and do it. So
Also, didn't you and Josh have the Dumb and Dumber suits on too?
so
Did you guys pick that?
Yeah. So my favorite. So my
He had
favorite.
the blue one. He had the orange one.
Oh,
I had the orange
up.
one.
Mm-hmm.
And I love, like, Josh is that's my road dog. That's my A1. And the best thing about that whole episode, and you could probably purchase it or you could probably get it for free somewhere.
You can probably find it on the internet.
You could probably find it on a jailbroken Fire Stick.
We don't condone that.
but we don't condone that. But Josh is running, but he's doing this fucking
Funky
I don't know.
run?
Yeah, this fucking run. And every time I hear people like talk about like Steven Seagal running, like he runs like a girl, like I'm thinking of Josh in that pink fucking tux. He's just his hands are doing this like. I'm like,
I never even noticed that. That's funny.
if you guys watch that whole episode,
I'm gonna have to go back and watch that
and see that shit. It was a good time. And then Josh also had an episode where he did a jiu-jitsu tournament.
And didn't you say that the Naga was like the Olympics of jiu-jitsu or something like that?
Yes, probably. Probably.
I remember people talking about that, but you know where we came from. People are a little uptight, and they're like, he was on there. He said that it was the Olympics of jiu-jitsu.
That's so
I'm
funny.
like, it was good for TV.
Yeah, so like
I would be surprised that the guy wasn't like, what is it, like the Olympics of Jiu-Jitsu, like the gladiator fights of Jiu-Jitsu,
Yeah.
like the
they
World Championships, like.
they called me up and they were like, we want you to.
So what was he on? Was that?
He was doing a jiu-jitsu.
Yeah,
But what show was that?
My Big Fat American
Okay,
Gypsy Wedding.
gotcha.
So
Oh,
not
it's
everyone. Yeah, like not
was
everyone
like a
got
side
married.
story.
Yeah,
Okay.
there was like 2 stories. I don't know why he was the first episode I think on season 2 or 3. He's the first, and they want me to coach him, and I'm like, hey, my cousin Earl. He's a legit black belt, like a legit professional fighter. Like, you should have him. And they're like, no, you bring the ratings.
Hey, they watched you double leg your mom.
Yeah, so
they were sold.
so I got this Gypsy Jiu-Jitsu tat.
Let me see.
Gypsy Jiu-Jitsu, I like that.
Gypsy jiu-jitsu.
I got this, and it's on the episode, and I'm fucking and if you watch Josh's episode, I got a PBR in my hand and a 20-pound dumbbell, and I'm just with a cigarette in my fucking mouth.
When you curling the dumbbell and pulling out the cigarette to puff.
Just and it's just like that, and it's just like yeah, and I seen Josh. Josh is in the house, and we gotta wait, and they're like, all right, now it's time. So I go up and I knock on the door. I said, Josh, I got this tattoo for you. And Josh being Josh, and Josh says the most craziest shit. He's like, and this is off the top of his head, and I'll never forget it. He says something on the lines of, when I win that tournament tomorrow, I'm going to look down at your arm. And I'm like, and I'm thinking to myself, like, we're not getting laid with that line. We are not getting no pussy with that line. But I roll with the punches, and it was a good time. And if I could do it all over again, I would. I mean, shit, I would probably bring their cameras in here, and we'd really get a big ass interview. But I would do it all over again. I would definitely do it all over again. And what's your mom's name?
Nancy.
Nancy, I love you, and thanks for being a fan of Crazy Swayze.
Oh, crazy Swayze.
So have you guys had any other offers to go on any other shows since then?
So the dude, Tom the Bomb. All right. Oh, okay. Let me get it.
Tom the Bomb was the guy who
Who came
the
in?
show.
Yeah,
The guy who you liked.
Yeah, who
okay,
told
what's Spiderweb?
Spiderweb? Like he brought her in because I didn't like the other chicks because they're giving me these dumbass lines to read, and I'm like, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that shit. So Tom the Bomb comes up to us, and secretly, Trub's got a an intro to a show that was going to be for us. But we didn't get along with the guy. We called him Cappuccino. So Cappuccino, he was like
Nicknames are just all over the place.
Yeah, the nicknames are all. It was.
I think when we saw him, though, we'd understand.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I
Cappuccino. He sounds like he's like very uptight, like kind of like.
I think he'd be sitting here just like
kind of like metrosexual type or something. I don't know.
I think his last name was close to it.
Okay.
So that's why we called him
okay.
Cappuccino. But so me and Trubs, like, we're always together. We're always fucking doing something. He don't drink. I drink a lot. Not anymore. I turned it down to at least a 12-pack a day. So.
There you go.
When every time like we get up to start filming or something, they would be like, "All right, let's get these mic checks, do all this shit," and we just look at the camera and be like, "Fuck you, Cappuccino, you piece of shit." Like, yo, if we see you, we're fucking you up. Da 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 da. And it would be like, if I could get if me and Trubs could ever get the outtakes, it would fucking blow the fucking internet up, because we just sit there and talked about him, his wife, like, yeah, you bring your wife around us. Damn. We're gonna put it the fuck on her. So we get a message. We get a message back from this guy. We get a message back from this guy saying like, all right, enough.
Swayze, you gotta play nice to be on TV.
No, man, he's always just dirty dancing through life.
Yeah,
with
well,
the 12-pack.
Well, it was because like, all right, me and Trubs and Josh, we could have really took over fucking the TLC channel. And honestly, if you really think about it, I never met Brittany. So these new shows, these 90-day fiancés and Married at First Sight, they got that shit from me. And if you really think about it, they never had that shit. Like, I'd never met Brittany until fucking basically the wedding day. So basically, TLC is making money off of what my show or my episode was about. So
you're starting to sound like Nick Diaz now.
Well, I mean, Stockton. I mean, if you really think about it, they didn't have those shows until I got there.
Later on.
So
were you the only one not to meet?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Okay.
So now they're making all these shows, these Love at First Sights and these 90-day fiancés, because of fucking Uncle Swayze. So we
let them know that you're coming to collect your check, man.
That's what I'm saying.
Jim Beam ain't cheap.
Yeah, thank you, Jim Beam, for sponsoring the show today. We love you. So we get word that this Cappuccino is going to be there. So at the end of the season, they have this Gypsy ball. Of course, I'm like, listen, I don't own a tuxedo. My shit got ripped off during my episode, so you got to go out and buy me another outfit. So they're like, all right. So they're driving us around, and people from fucking England can't really drive. My bad. If you're from England, y'all can't drive over here because, you know, the opposite of the roses.
It's confusing.
Okay. So we get word that Cappuccino's going to be there, and we already promised that we're fucking him up as soon as we seen him. Because he would always hang out with the Gypsy sisters. He never wanted to come meet the fucking two guys that's going to carry the show. To this fucking day, Swayze put the fucking ratings on TLC. Like, all these My Big Fat American Gypsy Wedding, go look at the numbers. I pulled them. No disrespect to whoever was on my episode. To this day, I don't even know if they're fucking really gypsies, but they were horse riding. Man, you don't see no gypsies horse riding. So I don't know if they just plucked them off the street or what. But anyway, so I really carried that fucking hour block or whatever. But I don't like to toot my own horn, but toot. So we see him, and Trust is like, yo, there's Cappuccino. I'm like, let's go fuck him up. Yo, I ran over there. You guys remember wrestling, like Devon and Bubba Ray Dudley?
Yeah.
So I fucking pick him up off his feet, and here comes Truz with a clothesline. Boom. Put him on his ass. Didn't see him the rest of the fucking night. He must have got mad. So anyway, so now he hates us. He fucking hates us because we told him what we were. Tom the Bomb pitched an episode, like a show to him.
Yeah.
It was called like Gypsy Blood or Bad Blood. I forget what it's called. and it had like montages of like Josh on there as the young and up and coming fighter, and then like Trubs like the professional fighter, and then you got fucking me. I forget what I was. I was probably like the circus clown or fucking something.
Swayze.
like, and it looked bad fucking ass. It looked it was going to be good, and they pitched it, but the dude Cappuccino or Frappuccino or whatever the fuck his name is, he was like, no, I don't want it going in that direction. Why not? That's who we are. Like, you want to put real shit on TV. People don't want to see that fake shit. They don't want to hear about, I don't know, the fucking moon landing. That was fake as fuck. That was fake. Listen, America, that shit was fake. I don't care. That shit was fake as fuck. But other than that, I had fun. We were gonna get our own show, but we fucked that up by fucking Cappuccino up. And to this day, I'm cool as shit with that dude Tom the Bomb.
Yeah.
So, but let's get to the hard things. Like, like, you guys believe in the moon landing?
Man,
honestly,
I don't know. I don't know. What do you think? I don't know. I haven't. There's so many things for me to put time into investigating. I haven't really done the.
Yeah, that's not. That's not what I've dug into.
Me. You know me on the conspiracy tip.
Yeah.
But yeah, I haven't put a whole lot of effort into researching the moon landing.
I just take a look at the overall things. Like, okay, they say this is how we can prove that we landed there. We can shoot a fucking laser to the moon.
How does that prove it?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Because you tell me that the laser is shining back to me. So you tell me. So you're honestly going to tell me that you sent 4 guys, however many fucking people that they sent there, and aluminum, just a thin piece of aluminum, right?
Yeah.
The radiation is fucking nuts out there. I don't care if they went to you know what I'm saying, Canada? You know what the fuck I'm saying. You know what I'm saying over there. So think about this, right? When you break your arm,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
When you go get an X-ray,
how
fucking heavy is that fucking lead?
Yeah.
That they put on you?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah.
But you're gonna send these motherfuckers out with no protection in an aluminum fucking little space shuttle. Come on. You couldn't even get off the fucking ground, right? You couldn't even get off the ground, right? And then now you can get the rockets off the ground, whatever. But you didn't test that out on the fucking moon. You couldn't even get off the ground in America. How in the fuck are you going to go up there and get it off one try? One try, you're just going to be like, boom. Okay, we're going back home. You had to use the Earth as a fucking man. Yo, please don't blow me up in the comments section trying to debunk me, motherfuckers. Don't even do it.
We're gonna have space landing arguments in the comment section.
Landing arguments.
And then Cappuccino's gonna be in there just like, man, I want you. Coming for you.
Let's talk. We need to squash some beefs here. I remember one time you drug Erik down the mat, and then you posted on Facebook.
I was so mad
that you drug a 400-pound
man. And I was like, man, I'm only 200 pounds. I was so mad. It was like a Facebook picture that you posted on Facebook one day after we were training, and it was like I was warming up doing the drags. We picked up the guy by his gi and dragged him.
Right.
And you posted dragging a 300-pound man. I was like, I am 200 pounds. I was so butthurt about that for like an hour. And Eddie made fun of me for that forever. He was like, that made you so annoyed.
I enjoyed my time hanging out with Eddie, hanging out with you. Like, those were fun times. And then I just, again, I had a kid, and I was just like, I got no time for this shit. So
yeah, it was fun, man.
And then I did a tournament, and this is one of the main reasons I stopped going. And I'm not throwing anybody under the bus, so I don't want to disrespect anybody. But I was doing a tournament. And there was nobody in my fucking corner. Like, there was no coach. I was like, what the fuck? So
Happened to me numerous times.
So my cousin Trubs, he comes over there and he coaches me, and I'm fucking mollywopping this man, mollywopping him. I'm like up 30 points, yo. I set like a Naga record, like 30 points in the first like 10 seconds, and and I came in there like the lightest. I think I came in there 224, and that's probably the last time I seen 224. I can't even spell 224 right now. So like I'm beating him, and then like he fucking just did something where he just fucking just busted my shit open, and it just wouldn't stop bleeding. So I had to, you know, I think he got me in a rear naked choke, but I was just, man, I was fucked up. He hit me so fucking hard. I was like, Jesus Christ.
He hit you in a grappling tournament?
Yeah, like he tried to cut, fucking
okay.
just busted my shit open.
Dug in
Like,
there.
like it's like playing football and you get rocked. You're like, oh shit.
So that kind of made you.
Yeah, I was.
I mean, the fact that nobody was there to corner you, I guess.
Yeah,
that
well, he
left a
was
bad
there,
taste
but
in
I'm not.
your
I'm
mouth.
not used to like hearing his voice in my corner, and like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. So I didn't have anybody in my fucking corner.
But
so.
but I guess that helped you to come to the conclusion.
Yeah, so he was like,
Parting
"Hey
ways.
man, you know what? Come work out at my gym." I was like,
Yeah.
I was like, "All right, cool." So I was happy for that, man, because it did change my life. It got me spending time with other people than I normally would. I mean, back those days, I was either at my cousin Josh's house or I was, you know, fucking slinging back beers with like 50-year-old fucking Vietnam vets or something. But then I got to hang out with a group of fucking people that you like. If I seen you down the street, I'd be like, or if I seen you down the street or Canada down the street, I'd just be like three guys that probably wear masks while driving. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would think.
While driving?
I would look at Canada and be like, man, he is definitely fucking wearing a mask while he drives.
I look like somebody that wears a mask while I drive, huh?
You do got a nice fucking comb over, and I'm fucking jealous as shit. Cause I used to have now I'm bald. I'm bald. That's women. Women will stress you out, but we love you. We love you, but women make you lose your hair. So that's a little tip for you over there, Canada.
Sam, you taking notes?
Yeah, you better start taking notes.
He's over here dying.
So
We still have to. We have still proposed the Sam Cam, and we have not
I think
gotten
the Sam
it.
Cam would be so much
What
fun.
do you think? The Sam Cam.
here, especially if you have me on. If you have me on, maybe once a week,
He's just like
maybe once a
we
month.
do one show a week.
One show a week.
This is gonna be just the show. It's now.
Bro,
it's now. It's no longer. It's Dirty Dancing with the Rhino, the Dude, and Swayze.
Yeah,
you know, no guest. Oh,
So my name would be changed to the Rhino Pill. Like,
yeah, the Rhino pill. Where the Swayze takes a Rhino pill.
You know what we're gonna do for the thumbnail for this episode? We are gonna just get a thumbnail of the Rhino sex pill. Because that's what we open up with, and people are gonna be like, "What the fuck is going on here?" But I would like a Canada cam. That way, like when I got you like laughing your ass off, we could just like click on you. You know what I'm saying?
and also
taking
support
over
our
the
friends
show.
in from the Great White North.
The great. I don't even remember. Sammy, is it? All right,
go.
Sammy.
Logic,
I mean,
I like to call them knowledge.
knowledge, logic. You know.
I don't know what to expect. I come in here, I'm like, all right, I don't know what to expect. And then this guy walks in with a Maryland hoodie and a Canada bag.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
You are kind of confusing, Sam.
How is this confusing? Hold this up.
no, why don't you bring it over here, Sammy?
Here, Sammy, just
Why
toss it.
don't
I
you-
get you.
Come on set.
Come on set, Sammy.
This is the first
yourself
time
on the screen.
Sammy?
The least patriotic thing I've ever seen.
You don't
hate
want to be.
America.
You don't want to be unpatriotic around.
But we
Swayze.
love you. We love you. If it wasn't for you, this shit would go downhill.
It would.
It would. So-
because we don't know how to do any of this stuff.
Yeah,
We're not very smart.
we are not very smart. We've lost a lot of brain cells in rear naked chokes. I'm telling you. There's a lot of oxygen being lost to the brain in jiu-jitsu. But let me ask you guys a question here.
What's that?
Do you guys know anything about the Zodiac Killer?
I was actually about to ask you, is that the Zodiac Killer sign on your arm?
That is.
Let me see it.
Fucking is.
I've
Where?
watched.
Oh, right there.
Yeah. Have you seen the movie Zodiac?
I have. So and
Awesome. Incredible
fucking-
movie. Highly suggest anyone.
Awesome. But you have to know one thing. It's based off of Robert Graysmith's book, who was the cartoonist. Okay, and his number one suspect was Arthur Lee Allen. So they do a little too much of going for the Arthur Lee Allen, but I'm talking from the car door that they took off from I forget what the fuck kind of car it was, but
From the taxi cab where they have the
from Robert Stein, yeah, Paul Stein, excuse me, Paul
I'm
Stein.
gonna have to watch it. I remember when we used to live together. We had like a roommate situation. It was us and our mom, Cody.
our mom, Cody.
We had a roommate that was younger than both of us, but we called her mom, and it got on her nerves.
Yeah.
And then we did the best gift ever.
Yes.
Tell the story.
So we'll get back to the Zodiac Killer in a minute because we need to talk about that because that's incredible. But me and Eddie bought a picture frame for her that you could put like a bunch of pictures in, and then took a photo like a photo shoot of ourselves buying the picture frame in Target and playing with toys and like being
Not only that, like Erik was like playing with blocks, and I was like kicking him, and then like another one, like I was holding my knee, crying,
we put
child.
Eddie in the cart at Target and like had his legs in the holes and like had a lady take a picture of us, like me pushing the cart and Eddie in the cart, and then we put it in the frame
And we wrote on it.
and we wrote all over it saying
I took
dumb
like
stuff.
I was like left hand. Do it with
Yes.
your left hand. Write your name. Like love you, mom. And I like tried to draw a truck.
And we just started drawing stuff on it. It was the most ridiculous looking thing you'd ever see. I don't have a picture of it anymore. I'll check to see my phone if I have one.
Does she still have it? She probably burned it.
Might have, who knows. But
What,
back to the Zodiac Killer.
Did she end up hating all of them?
I don't think she likes me. Does she like me? I don't think she likes me. You can tell me that she didn't
don't
like
know.
me. I always had the vibe that she didn't like me.
Wait, what's her name?
Cody.
Cody.
Cody. Hit me up on Facebook. Let me know if you hate the dude. Okay.
Do you think he's a dud or a stud?
Is it?
That was originally my first version of the name for this podcast, was the dud and the stud.
Is he a dud or is he the dude in your eyes?
So yeah, we
back to
gave it to her, and we were like, "Oh, here you go, mom. We love you."
And we like wrapped it up and like we gave it to her, and we wrapped it really badly too. But
Yeah.
I think we just can't gift wrap.
No,
But
we did it on purpose.
we got to get back to the Zodiac Killer. So you think they?
Okay, so Robert Graysmith, he thinks it's Arthur Lee Allen. I think the movie alone, the fucking, all the evidence, they fucking nailed it. I'm talking nailed it.
And-
from the October Halloween card. They nailed it.
They did and the casting in that movie is
Great.
incredible. You
Fucking
have
outstanding.
Robert Downey Jr. You have Mark Hamill. You have who plays
Who plays Robert Graysmith? Fucking
is it Jake Gyllenhaal?
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Jake
Yeah.
Gyllenhaal, yeah. So like this casting is awesome.
I started to watch it.
They got-
I
it
need to go
starts
back and watch
really
the whole
slow.
thing.
They got the dude who plays the Incredible Hulk.
Yeah, that was our Mark Ruffalo.
Okay, yeah.
But the casting is awesome, and the whole story is about the guy the cartoonist who.
Robert Graysmith.
I thought it was
wrote
the
the
real
book.
killer, right?
There
He
is
is a real killer. He was a real killer, but he was never caught.
but he was never.
So they assumed that he did it.
No.
So the whole
No, Robert Graysmith, the cartoonist, it's based off of his book. It's
Okay.
based off of his book. He believes that it's a guy named Arthur Lee Allen.
so the killer was never caught.
never caught.
And the book is written on from the man who wrote the book was the cartoonist at one of the newspaper.
I think the San
Newspapers?
Francisco Chronicle.
I think that was too, where he sent his letters to. So he'd send these like
They were called ciphers.
ciphers. Yes.
So here's where it gets tricky, and ever since I was a little kid, I've been enamored with two mysteries my whole entire life. That'd be the Zodiac Killer and DB Cooper.
Yeah.
Since I've been a
DB
little
Cooper was a cool one,
DB
too.
Cooper.
Have you ever heard the theory that Nick Diaz is DB Cooper's son? No. Yeah.
He smokes a lot of weed.
Nick Diaz.
No, DB Cooper, obviously.
So I've seen a lot, because this is every night I would be on something about the Zodiac Killer. So I started watching this YouTube channel. It was called The Zodiac Identified, and maybe it's something different, but it's something close to that. And whoever's doing this channel is talking about one suspect that no one ever talks about. It doesn't even come to fucking light. So the first time you ever hear from the Zodiac personally, besides him calling, being like, "Hey, I want to report a double murder. You know, it's blah 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 blah. Here's what ammo I use, so you know it's fucking me." Like he's fucking nuts. He sent three different ciphers from to three different newspaper places. So I think the San Francisco Chronicle got one, the Inquirer got one, and fucking something else. So he says to the newspaper people, he's like, I want these front page. Put this front page, or I'm gonna go kill somebody else. So
he threatened to shoot a bus full of kids. Was
Yeah,
one of his
I
big
remember
threats
that.
So and on top of that, he after that he said he was going to place a bomb on top of a fucking mountain in California. So they put it on the newspaper. Each one put their section on there, and it was a high school teacher and his wife that solved it. The first cipher. Which they said, well, if you're a killer, you take the word kill or killer, and you know there's going to be two L's, and then that's how they kind of cracked it. But this channel that I'll be watching will fucking we'll talk about that teacher, his same handwriting.
So they think that it was the teacher that solved the riddle as the Zodiac killer.
This one channel does.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking like, what better to fly under the fucking radar than the first guy that solved the fucking cipher?
Yeah.
I solved but think about that, Canada. Yo, think about that.
We know this stuff doesn't happen in the Great White North.
Canada.
What's better than flying under the radar? Besides being a fucking cop. Besides being a cop, be the fucking guy that solved my own cipher. And the handwriting matches. He drives roughly the same car. Now there's.
I just feel like it would be. I mean, but I think that the serial killers, they always do stuff.
No, but
they want to play that edge to where like, oh,
Well, there's also-
I outsmarted you. I gave you a chance to catch me.
Yeah, that's definitely a thing.
So, but you would be kind of walking into it if you go and solve your own thing. It's like if you found the body of the person that you killed.
But I kind of like his idea though, because
yeah,
that's one of the last people you'd expect to do it, unless it's an episode of Scooby Doo. Scooby Doo was always the first person they saw.
If you see if you see the high school teacher when he solved it, fucking eerily similar to the police sketch.
Well-
So check this out. When Paul Stein got shot, he got picked up from a theater in San Francisco. He was the Zodiac wanted to get dropped off at like a certain spot, but something must have spooked him where he says, "No, drop me off at the next block." Next block was like Washington and Apple or Washington and Cherry. So don't correct me, but it's probably somewhere similar, close to that. So Paul Stein's family says he would never let somebody sit in the back of the car unless he knew him. He would never allow somebody to sit in the back of the car. So Zodiac, whatever, he pulls him from the right side and he blows his shit up. Two kids like I witnessed it. Called the fucking cops. The cops over the radio hears it's a black guy. Mm-hmm. They actually stopped and talked to the Zodiac killer.
Yeah,
They stopped and talked to him, and then they were like, no, it's a white male, da 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 da. And they were like, oh shit, we just talked to him. They said in a newspaper, the cops seen him like jump over a fence. Now the crazy thing is, two people survived. It was Mike Mageau and Mike Mageau was the first one to survive. And man, you guys got me on the spot right now. And then the Lake Berryessa.
That's what I was saying. It wasn't the one of the people at the lake, right?
Yeah, the Lake Berryessa. He survived, but Mike Mageau got to see the Zodiac, and he said the girl.
So this is somebody the Zodiac was attacking him, and he
he survived.
He's the only one that really knows what the guy looks like. Then.
Yeah, and because at the Lake Berryessa, he had
what
an
does he say he
executioner
looks like?
mask.
Yeah.
He had the executioner mask. He had the
Oh,
fucking
really?
rope and the gun.
And that little circle with the cross plus sign through it.
The
he had
the
that.
Zodiac
Cross-eyes
emblem. Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
That was like his emblem.
And to me, it's just like
So what did the guy say he looked like?
Just like the
high school
police
teacher.
sketch, like the
The high school teacher. What the high school teacher looks like.
I don't know if Mike Mageau ever met the high school teacher. Who
But I'm
solved
saying,
it.
what Mike Mageau or whatever his name is, his description, does it match the description of the high school teacher that solved the riddle or solved the?
Yeah, like I mean,
Cipher.
I would get on my phone and show you like what the high school teacher I mean, he had the fucking glasses. I mean, it's so fucking deep. Like the Zodiac mystery, I think it's deeper than the fucking Jack the Ripper. I think even though Jack the Ripper came first, the Zodiac is more intriguing.
Yeah.
It's more intriguing.
I think that night where he got away is so crazy in my mind because like he literally stood there and
What
talked to
happened?
two cops.
I don't.
When he
Oh,
decided
when he
where-
talks to cops.
They talked to
That
two
is
cops,
so
and, like, they
common
were
though. When you hear about
face to
stories,
face them.
it's like every story of a criminal. There's always like this one time that we had him right there and he got away.
Yeah,
Ted Bundy had like the same thing. Right?
Ted Bundy, he stuck out of jail and stuff too, man. He did a lot.
Yeah.
the Zodiac, I mean, anybody who calls the fucking cops and be like, hey, come get me, and just taunt the fucking guy. That's what intrigued me as a little kid. It's fucked up that he murdered motherfuckers, but it's how he did it. Like, it's nuts to me. And now they say they solved a cipher, and he's supposed to give his name in one of the ciphers. It just goes intriguing. And before I die, I want to know who the fucking Zodiac killer. If there's
He's
something,
dead now, right? He's got to be dead.
he would definitely
be old.
Yeah, he would be.
What year
very
did
old.
the Zodiac killer?
This happened in like 68, 69.
Yeah, it was like
I think the
60s, I
last I think the last letter came in like 77. Last letter came in like 76, 77.
So if he
something
was
like that.
20, okay. I mean,
and then mysteries like DB Cooper, like
let me ask
Do
you.
you watch the YouTube channel? It's the two guys talking about all the unsolved mysteries. It's attached to a big channel.
I don't know.
Hold on, I gotta look this up now.
Who the hell is Luke?
Luke is my son.
Oh, is this your son? Okay. I just have been looking at your tattoo. It says Luke, and I'm like,
So when
who's
he,
Luke?
When he
Did he
first,
write his name and then you got tattooed?
Yeah, when he
Okay.
first learned how to write his name, I had him write it on a piece of paper, and then that's
Okay,
What was
cool,
on the
cool.
paper?
And then who's this in the back? got-
that's my cousin Cracker.
Okay.
You know, he owns a tattoo shop, and of course,
So you're like, I'm just gonna get your face on me.
I'm gonna get your prison mugshot.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
And then I got Elvis, I got a monkey, I got a dabbing unicorn, Chevrolet, jiu-jitsu, I got a big ass whiskey bottle, I got a gypsy flag, Cowboys, son of my mom, fucking a sticker bush,
You got
Patrick Swayze.
the Patrick Swayze's
daughter.
tombstone. That's his actual tombstone. Huh?
I tell you what, like, I got a tattoo on my back, but you can't show that shit on YouTube.
What is it?
Well, we got to go off camera for this shit. So at the end of the podcast,
I was gonna say at our very last thing in this episode,
you know what?
we're
I'm gonna show
Swayze
Canada.
walk off and
Show Canada.
with
All right.
Canada.
All right.
Yeah.
Show Canada. Canada, I want your honest fucking opinion on this tattoo. Okay? You gotta lift it up. You gotta fucking lift it up.
hope we can pick this up.
Oh, like this thing here?
Yeah, bro.
Oh, what is that?
Turn around. Turn around.
What
Let's
is
see.
that?
Let's see. Let's see.
All right, you gotta lift it up.
What is that?
Turn, pull it up. Lift it up.
Come on,
lift it up.
Canada. Wait, is it like a Canadian flag?
Let me see it.
You gotta get close. You gotta come close.
All right, let me come close. All right, we're gonna take turns now. We're gonna take turns now. All right, you can commentate. I hope that you think they can pick up all this.
Definitely.
Yeah, we can hear it. Eddie's picking up the shirt.
Okay, what is that behind the?
Oh,
Your turn.
Is it in detail? Tell the people. Is it detail?
It is very much in detail. Eric's turn.
okay. Let's go.
We're breaking all types of boundaries.
It is very detailed.
It's very fucking detailed, right? So
So wait, did they just? Was that like a large
Yo,
chunk of time
honestly,
to get that tattoo?
honestly, whoever's bitching about this chair is not that fucking bad. They just need to fucking work on their ass muscles or something. Because it's not that fucking bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, shit like DB Cooper, that shit has always intrigued me. Like they found like close to $5,000 worth of the money, and how they found out the money. Each of the $20 bills where the serial numbers were
Yeah.
written down, and this kid and his dad found the shit. but they never found him. So, how's this? Is this better? Okay. All right. That's
Did you ever watch the YouTube channels BuzzFeed Unsolved?
Oh yeah.
BuzzFeed. Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
those are a fun watch.
Yeah,
And those two
yeah.
dudes are funny.
Yeah.
The DB Cooper episode.
It was. Isn't it
hysterical.
isn't one of the guys like he's like the Asian guy and then
The
like,
skinny white guy,
Yeah. Yes, I watched it. Honestly, they stopped doing like the unsolved like mysteries and shit, and like they started doing something else where they would go around. I watch a lot of fucking YouTube. YouTube, I pay for the premium.
Oh, do you? Is it worth
Yeah.
it? It's
Is it
worth
worth? Yeah. Fuck yeah.
I guess if you watch it
Because you
enough,
can
right?
use it. You can play it without the screen on.
Screen on,
which
yes,
is
you can use it
good.
for
But
music and stuff.
and you get YouTube Music with it, so like I really,
how much is that a month?
I think I paid like $11, but it's worth the
See,
fucking music.
YouTube, we're promoting your platform now.
yes.
We're promoting your platform. We're telling people to pay for it. It's worth it. So now push our videos to the top, so that way
I
we
literally
get a lot of subscribers.
I literally watch fucking probably 8 hours of YouTube a day.
Damn.
Like I'm a YouTube fanatic because I like to learn about shit. I don't care.
Yeah.
Like,
Do you do any
what it is.
audiobooks or anything like that, or you just like the short little videos?
No, I just watch videos of anything.
'Cause I'm a big Audible guy.
Yeah, you love your Audible.
I make sure I read 3 hours and 45 minutes every week. I track it.
Well, you listen.
I listen. Yes, I listen. So that's 45 minutes a day, 3 hours and 45 minutes a week. If you figured a 7-hour book, which most are kind of longer, but I also listen on the weekends, that puts me around 27 to 28 books a year.
Okay.
So right now, my anniversary date on that is September 1st. I have 3 books to go for that, and then I also mix it in because I do a lot of like the Bible and all too. So I've overhit it if you count those books, but in just other books, I'm at like 24. So I'm right there, and you learn a lot of stuff. But I like doing it.
You said the Bible, right?
Yeah.
So one of the greatest mysteries to me, okay. And all right, let me ask you a question. What is the greatest mystery that you want to solve? Like if you had one fucking mystery, right, that could be answered just like that, what do you want to know?
That's a hard one. Honestly, I just want to know how, if I could figure out anything at all, how big or small are we truly on the scale of everything?
Okay.
Like throughout the whole universe, everything past the Milky Way, beyond, and all of it, how big or how small are we? Are we a speck on the ground? Are we a nickel? Are we this chair size? Like what size are we in comparison to everything?
Okay. I'm in the same book as you right now. If you had one fucking thing that could be answered.
Canada, you're next.
I don't
Oh,
know.
Canada, you are next.
He's got to come up here and be on the mic.
We'll give him his backpack back too.
I can't really think.
That's a hard question.
It's a very hard question. I'm trying to think. I know I have some.
I have it. And you guys are going to be like, fuck, that is perfect. I'm telling you, YouTube, watch what
I'm just
I
gonna
say.
throw out, I don't know, Atlantis or something like that.
Atlantis.
I think that Atlantis. I
I
think
like
that
that.
Atlantis was real. I think that Atlantis. I think that you look at Noah's Ark and you look at Atlantis, and it's like
They just
the
work
same
together?
story.
So Noah just was like, let's head over to
Well, I mean, the story
Well, it's
of
how it
the
lives.
story of Noah is, people disobeyed God. The world became a very bad place, and then he talked to Noah. Noah built the ark, and then he flooded the earth. The story of Atlantis is the people disobeyed their gods, what is how people that wouldn't view it in the correct way would view multiple gods anyway, and then they flooded. So it's kind of the same story. And then we also have a story of the Noah's Ark is across to everywhere. Like every culture has a version of the flood. Yeah, and then there's evidence found everywhere on the tops of mountains and everything.
Like it?
For me, how the pyramids were made.
How the pyramids were made.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, you see
Aliens.
that YouTube? You see that YouTube? He's on to something. All right, you ready for this shit? Are you ready for this shit? Mm-hmm. If I could get one thing fucking answered, besides the Zodiac, that's a plus.
Yeah, I know I have something else, and it's gonna come to me when I drive home.
Check this out. I'm gonna
I just threw Atlantis out there.
I'm gonna use Sammy. I'm gonna use Sammy. Sammy, what do you got in your hand? Like, what was that?
A phone.
Who made that phone?
Probably a factory, somewhere.
Okay. Who made that factory?
Uyghurs.
Who made that factory?
Probably some construction workers.
Okay. Who made the construction workers? You see where I'm going with this?
Their mother.
Okay. Their mother. Well, their father.
Well, their father and their
You
mother.
got to come from your father first, people. Don't listen to the Rhino. You know what I'm saying? So check this out. So they say like the Big Bang. Mm-hmm. Well, fuck, something had to make the Big Bang. So what made the fucking Big Bang? That's the mystery. If I could get fucking solved.
God.
Who made God?
God has always existed.
But do you see?
I mean, we can't
see how hard.
There's knowledge we can't. Your mind will
we
explode.
can't comprehend.
We can't comprehend. We're not
Correct.
that smart as we think we
That's
are.
why if there was one mystery that I could get solved, is who made the Big Bang, and if it's God, who made God? Something had to exist to make the Big Bang. So when scientists be like, fucking Big Bang, whoop, here we are, fucking 84 billion trillion years later. Okay. Well, who made the fucking Big Bang, cocksucker? Who fucking made the Big Bang? You get paid millions upon millions of dollars to fucking tell me that there was an atom that big that said boom, and here we are. Something had to make the
It doesn't
Big Bang.
make sense. Yeah.
Does not make sense. That's the mystery to me that I want solved. Who made the Big Bang? If we did come from the Big Bang. I do like yours. Atlantis. I think Atlantis was probably somewhere warm in the fucking tropics.
The Bermuda Triangle.
Have you heard that there's actually? I've heard there's life on the South Pole. Like there's
Yeah.
There's
evidence.
organisms
People
and
were
shit,
there.
yeah,
No,
yeah.
like people were there at one point in time.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, that's another thing. Oh, there it is. I want to know what's on the South Pole. Like I'd love to see like the ice rolled back and what's there. Like what the hidden of what is there.
Like what's underneath about 60 feet of snow?
Yeah,
Or
because there's
however much.
because
there is.
before, regardless of what way you take, there's different periods of the Earth where that wasn't snow there.
Yeah, because
Potentially.
I mean, if you believe in what the fuck is it called? What is it called, Sammy? You got them glasses on. Pangea? Was it fucking Pangea?
Pangea, yeah, that's a
so if you believe in that bullshit, then you believe that all the continents were one and then they split off. Well,
Yeah.
Antarctica went down south, where there's probably 20 minutes of daylight a day probably down there or something fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Like that, or I don't fucking know.
I don't know if. I don't know
But
if they-
obviously somebody lived on there.
yeah.
So
Well, I
somebody,
think they found remains. I believe. Like there's definitely. I believe. There's not that much information about that area. Even when I look on YouTube and everything, I'm like, I want to know so much more. I'd love to go there.
yeah.
Not really.
Me. Not me.
Not really. Not really. I'd love to say I went there, but I don't want to. I would
wanna
hate it
actually
while
be
I
there.
was there. So like, if you can just be like, boom, the experience, I saw it. But then it's just gonna be like, oh, snow. This sucks.
It was negative 20 degrees outside.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think they said if you sweat and fall asleep in Antarctica, you'll die.
Yeah.
No, think about
It's
that.
true.
Think about that. If you sweat, say you go to Planet Fitness, Sammy. You sweat and it's 15 degrees outside. You know how cold you're gonna get walking to your fucking car? Just imagine it now being about 100 times colder with sweat on you. You're gonna die.
Yeah. True.
See, Sammy, just because I don't wear glasses don't mean I'm not smart, motherfucker. I done told you I watch a lot of YouTube, man. 2 minutes left. I ain't done yet.
2 minutes
I
left.
got all day.
Okay. Then give us your last big thing. Swayze, what's your biggest thing you want to
And
say?
then Eric's got to ask this question that he asks everybody.
Oh, my.
Yep.
Okay,
You know
the
what it
future.
is. But your last big thing, and then
No,
Eric's
I just
big
want
question.
to say thanks for having me on. I hopefully next week I get to come back on and we get to talk more bullshit. Probably longer. Sammy, don't ever fucking count me down. Sammy, don't ever fucking count me down. I'm telling you right
we
now.
can make a side show like this can happen, but we have guests. We have a new guest every week. He's just gonna show up. He's like, I know the time. I know the
Swayze
time.
is just recurring.
He's just gonna pop in. Get the hell out of the chair.
We're gonna turn it up to 2 episodes a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
And the running Dirty Dancing with Swayze series, and then the regular podcast.
yo, because
I mean, it'll be good. I mean, I'm down for it. I mean, I'm down for expanding this and all.
I just want to say thanks for having me on. I want to give a shout out to Josh and my cousin Trubs, man. He's doing his fucking thing in the MMA world. CFFC, that motherfucker should be the champ right now, but whatever. Y'all can kiss my ass. That man never lost that fucking match, and you know that shit. Fuck that, Miles Lee. Fuck that. You know you don't want that rematch. But
I mean, I want to say too, I want to have the whole family. I want to have the whole family on at some point. We don't got the setup for it right now because obviously we just got this, but we can figure it out. We got to get some more mics, some more cameras, whatever. We got to get Trouble on. We got to get Josh on.
Yeah, I mean,
everybody else.
I mean,
that'd be great.
I'm proud to be a fucking gypsy, man. I'm proud of my heritage, my culture. I see Tyson Fury out there doing his thing. I see you, Mush, and then you ask Francis Ngannou how big his Corey is. That was funny.
What is that? A Corey? Is that like
he's asking in our language how big his dick is. So if you rewatch that when Francis Ngannou gets in the ring, he's like, "How big your Corey?" he calls him a mush, which means a man. Like when like I'd be like, "Hey mush, how big's your Corey?" Like hey man, how big's your dick? Like do you really want to fight me?
Is that like a common thing that you guys say to each other? Or it's not like gay at all, or say that or no?
No,
it's kind of like saying like how big are your balls?
Honestly, if I was talking to another gypsy man, I'd be like, "Yo, shut the fuck up and come hold my Corey. I mean, eat my dick, motherfucker." Like,
yeah.
So we have our own language. Now, when my mom starts speaking that shit, I'm like, what? But like, if she talks to me, and I'll be like, oh yeah, I got it. But let me hear this question because
all right, one final question.
Sammy's fucking counting me down over there.
Sammy's like,
he's like, it's over. Sammy, we just lost.
Stands up and leaves.
We just lost our audio engineer.
Don't worry, I still have his backpack.
Okay, I'm ready for this question.
Okay. Oh, now I got another one too.
Oh, ask them both, Sammy.
Okay.
Do we have time?
No, both are quick. Both are quick. So, I'm sorry, but the other Gypsy King, his brother, just lost out on having the fight with
Tommy Fury.
Yeah, with Jake and Paul.
Okay,
Who do you think you got in that fight?
If Jake and Tommy Fury,
Yeah, it's gonna happen. I feel like sooner or later.
one thing I will teach you guys right now: never bet against a gypsy man.
I was never gonna bet on that fight.
Never. No, I'm just saying, never bet against a gypsy man. You ever see the movie Snatch?
No, is it going?
No, I don't think I have.
Go watch Snatch.
Okay.
You will thank me.
Okay.
You will thank me. It's got
Is it on Netflix?
It's got Brad Pitt as a gypsy,
okay.
and he's a boxer.
Okay.
It's based over in England, but so he's putting on an accent, and basically you never bet against a gypsy man, and it's got Jason Statham in it.
Oh,
You
cool.
guys, it's Snatch. Once you watch it, you're gonna be like, "Holy shit, Swayze!" Like you guys.
So you're going Tommy Fury all day long.
I'm going.
I thought that was
Well, he's now he's not full blooded gypsy. He's half gypsy. I don't believe his mom. I don't believe his.
Can you be
mom's-
absorbed into the gypsies?
Yeah, why not? Why not? We welcome everybody.
So do my van ventures get me any cred?
Yeah, you're a traveler. Fuck it, right? Fuck it, right?
Am I officially a gypsy? Do I get my gypsy card too?
Yeah.
Oh, let's go.
You get a
course.
Gypsy card and a 12-pack of PBR.
Yeah.
12 pack of PBR and don't
Some
forget
Jim Beam.
Don't forget to thank our sponsors, Jim Beam.
All right.
Jim Beam and YouTube Premium.
Oh man, the spots are hitting different right now.
Yeah.
Now, my last question I've been asking a bunch of people lately. For the next president, are we going Kanye or are we going Skeet?
For president?
Yeah.
I'm going Trump all day. Listen, YouTube. Listen, I'm going to look at all y'all in the eye and tell you this. We bitch and complain like politicians always lying. They always doing this. We had a businessman running this country, and I didn't hear y'all complaining about that $2 gas.
All right, for 2028,
2028. Okay, that's a whole different ballgame.
Kanye or Skeet?
Who the fuck is Skeet?
Pete Davidson. He's the guy who's dating Kim Kardashian now after they broke up. Kanye tweeted a bunch about him.
Fuck it, I'm running in 2028. I'm 35 now. I'm an American citizen. I'm running. Fuck it. I could beat both of them jabronis.
President Swayze.
Just call me.
Going after the jabronis.
All right. We got
I would say the Kim Kardashian dude.
Okay.
All right. So you're running in 2028. This is it. Give us 30 seconds why they should vote for you in 2028. Say, I'm Swayze, you know. Give us your pitch. You got a 30-second.
30 seconds. Yo, like I said for TLC, what you see is what you get, and what you don't see is better. Yeah, I'm gonna run this motherfucker better than a dude that can't even ride a bicycle. If you can vote for a dude who can't ride a fucking bicycle, and if you voted for a guy who falls asleep during an interview, and if you fucking voted for a guy who fucking can't even put a complete sentence together, then I'm your man. Because I can do that drunk or sober.
This has been the Rhino and the Dude.
No, this has been the gas station. Rhino. The dude or the dud. All depends on what was the lady's name?
Oh,
the
Cody.
mom. That all depends on what Cody. And it's your boy, Crazy Swayze.
Rhino and the Dude. See you guys next episode.